Mino Jonte Fresh. Mi ndio nimetambulika hii Gikomba yote sekta ya manguo. Jumio transform nguo ordinary za mtush zenye ziuka mna hii harufu ya bail into the freshest igi koshi yote. Siri ni hii Ariel mpya ya pink. Na kusho mtush zinang'ara kung'ara kushinda kamera. So clean, so fresh. Ma customer unaisana na hii story. Ninatumia Ariel touch of down mpya tu.
Good evening, glad to have you on board. Tonight, you're watching Maisha Prime News. My name is Rida Chebet. Here is our top stories.
On that strength, we categorically state that we are totally against the employment of a woman as a gadi in Kenya. My advice to our women folk is that it's not the responsibility of a woman to be given such a post in line with our religion.
Supreme Court of Kenya Muslims who came opposed suggestions to have a female chief Qadi, saying it is against their religion.
Overspeed is what is killing our people, and our law is very clear.
The Road Safety Association of Kenya expressed concerns over the increased accidents involving the public service vehicles. For more than a week now, Corporal Caroline Kangogo is still on the loose after managing to escape several police dragnets. As her pursuit continues, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, now says that tracking the killer police officer is hard as she no longer uses her known phone. Consequently, the DCI and other security agencies have resorted to physically searching for the fugitive, accusing of killing two men. Bushebi Jr. compiled a full report on this.
A special team comprised of officers from the military, regular police and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations has been formed to hunt for suspected killer cop Caroline Kangogo. Corporal Caroline Kangogo, the killer policewoman, is wanted for the murder of two men, Police Constable John Ogweno in Nakuru and Juja businessman Peter Ndwiga, whom she shot in cold blood. The rogue officer allegedly lured a second victim, businessman Ndwiga, to Dadamax Hotel in Kimbo Juja area at around 4 p.m. on Tuesday. She later emerged from the room at around midnight and fled to an unknown destination, leaving the dead man's body sprawled on the bed. Miss Kangogo has evaded detectives' dragnet for over a week now after being accused of killing two men in Nakuru and Nairobi. The team says they have expanded the hunt to major highways, hotels, lodges and other places where they feel she could be hiding. According to the police, the search for Kangogo has been complicated by the fact that she switched off her phone and dumped it. Meanwhile, a Kitale court has released businessman Ken Muyundo on 200,000 shillings cash bail after he denied charges of attempted murder. Muyundo is accused of allegedly shooting and wounding Fanis Chemutai Juma on July 8th at Kiminini Market in Trans Nzoia County. This morning, Mr. Muyundo pleaded not guilty before Chief Magistrate Julius Nganga after he was arraigned at the Kitale Law Courts. Appearing for the suspect, criminal lawyer Cliff Ombeta requested the court to release the accused on bond, citing that his client was unwell and needed to seek medical attention. He said his victim never intended to cause any harm to Miss Chemutai, even as he requested more time for his client to recuperate before the case is brought for mention. The magistrate released the accused on a bond of 500,000 shillings or a cash bail of 200,000 shillings and set July 28 as the date of mentioning the case. Muyundo had told the police he shot Chemutai on suspicion she was the fugitive cop Caroline Kangogo. The woman was shot in the abdomen by Mr. Ken Muyundo, a licensed firearm holder of serial number 003804 on Thursday night at the Kiminini Market in Trans Nzoia County.
Hii ni kesi ambayo iko na mambo mengi ambayo hajaweza kuweza kuwekwa wazi, kwa sababu hii ni kesi ambayo ilikuwa inafuatiwa sana, lakini tunaweza sema kuwa leo ameletwa kotini, ameletwa mahakama, amesemekana kuwa alikuwa anajaribu kumuua huyo mwanamke ambaye anaitwa Chemutai na ameweza kukata hayo mashtaka kwa sababu hii haikuwa nia yake. Tunaweza anza kusema hivyo, haikuwa nia yake na hajawahi fanya kitu kama hicho. Kwa hivyo ni mambo ambayo aliweza kusemekana tu na kusambaza kwa mtandao ili akapata umaarufu sana, lakini ni kesi kama ya kawaida tu, kesi ambayo inaweza fanya tu kama kawaida, ni kesi ambayo haina mambo mengi tutaitatua, lakini ameweza kupewa dhamana ya 200,000 cash bail ama aweke mdhamini 500,000.
Prior to the event, Mr. Muyundo reported a suspicious caller by the name Chemutai who has been persistently calling to meet him within Kiminini Market. The OCS arranged a team and laid a trap, and the lady met with Mr. Muyundo, who then fired a single shot to scare her, and she was arrested. Upon interrogation, the lady alleged to have met Mr. Muyundo and exchanged telephone numbers, which prompted her to call him severally, and she revealed her name as Fanis Chemutai Juma from Kaboiwa village in Kaptama location. When conducting a thorough search on the lady at the police station, a wound was discovered at her lower left abdomen, thus prompting the officers to take her to Kitale County Referral Hospital for treatment. Mr. Muyundo claimed the victim had been calling him incessantly to set up a meeting, and he alleged that they did not know each other. But Chemutai, who is recuperating at the Kitale County Referral Hospital, insisted that they met and exchanged contact details in the past. Police have recovered a Seska pistol with 10 rounds of 9x18mm, a magazine loaded with 10 bullets, and a spent cartridge, all belonging to Mr. Muyundo. Reporting for Maisha TV, I'm Bushabi Jr.
Ineffective leadership at the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) could see a recurrence of the incidences of 2017. This is according to Florence Sambiri Jaoko, a candidate for the commissioner's job at the Anniversary Towers. Jaoko, a former chairperson of the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, says that sometimes the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission is the weak link during an election cycle, given that the leaders who have sworn to protect and preserve the Constitution barely keep that in mind and undermine the independence of the said electoral body. On the other hand, lawyer Harriet Chigai was taken to task on how she will delink herself from ANC party from the IEBC commissioner job should she make the final cut. Facing the selection panel recruiting the IEBC commissioners, Chigai said that as a commissioner, it is important to be non-partisan. She added that politicians pose the greatest risk to the credible election, adding that the IEBC faces several challenges that could hinder it from delivering credible elections, but politicians top the list.
Yet in 2017, Again,
yes,
we had a repeat of almost similar issues, violence, loss of life by citizens. What is amiss? What is missing in this equation?
We probably have a leadership deficit, leadership that brings people together, that believes in the Constitution, because we no longer have the excuse that we do not have a normative principle, or that we can organize our lives around. So for me, the idea of a constitution being a document that governs our democracy, that reassures every citizen that there's the rule of law.
And the Supreme Council of Kenya Muslim leaders in Mandera County have strongly opposed suggestions that women occupy the position of Chief Qadi. The leaders say that Islam is a religion had well-laid roles based on gender, which do not entail having a woman occupy that position. The leaders argue that such a provision was also not in the Quran, and therefore such a move will not be accepted.
It's not in line with the teachings of Islam. Neither is it an ayah from the Holy Quran, nor is it a hadith from our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. On that strength, we categorically state that we are totally against the employment of a woman as a Ghadi in Kenya. My advice to our women folk is that it's not the responsibility of a woman to be given such a post in line with our religion.
Na hiyo hailingani na sharia yetu na dini yetu ya Islamu. Hiyo kama sisi Waislamu tunabinga hiyo maneno, na hakuna siku tutakubali wasichana wawe qadi kwa mambo za Islamu. Hiyo maneno tunapinga sana na tunakataa.
The Road Safety Association of Kenya has expressed concerns over accidents involving public service vehicles. The association chairperson David Kiare noted that many deaths on Kenyan roads are caused by speeding, warning that public service vehicles should not be driven at speeds over 80 km per hour.
Overspeed is what is killing our people, and our law is very clear that any PSV vehicle or a heavy commercial vehicle should not go a speed of over 80. You can see the impact. It has even removed the guardrail. You can imagine. And this is happening every day. We are losing over 10 people.
On the murder trial involving Migori County Governor Zachary Okoth Obado has kicked off today after 3 years of postponement. Obado and his co-accusers Michael Oyamo and Caspel Obiero are charged with the murder of Sharon Berlin Atieno and her 28 weeks unborn baby. According to the DPP, the first hearing, which was set to be in March from date 16th to 17th, did not occur due to COVID-19 containment measures. A few days ago, Obado, through his lawyer Kioko Kilikumi, wrote to the Directorate of Public Prosecution Nudin Haji requesting the postponement of the case. However, in the response, the court rejected his plea to postpone the hearing of the murder case. The prosecution has lined up 37 witnesses to testify against the county boss and his co-accused persons, Michael Juma Oyamo and Caspar Obiero. 2 of the witnesses are under protection. And now we move to Kakamega. A family in Mahungu village in Navaholo constituency in Kakamega County is seeking justice for their 10-year-old class 4 girl who was allegedly defiled and impregnated by her 28-year-old cousin in June 2019. The parents reported the matter to the police, where the perpetrator was arrested but later released under unclear circumstances. The parents now say that efforts to find assistance from the local administrators and the police station have proven futile.
Kawaita wasema kuja wakae ni nini inaendelea, haukusaidia chochote. Mimi msasa ningebetelea mtoto aende, huyo kijana alifanya kitendo yako, anakula mzunda, mimi msichana na anahangaika hivi, nasumkana naye kwenda kupeleka shule na yako kwa shamba. Sasa hapo serikali mnaweza kunisaidia aje? Hakuna wanafanya vitendo hivyo na wanaacha kwa nini?
Wamekatalia makaratasi. Mimi niliomba na wakala ati nipe makaratasi yangu niende naye. Wakakatalia. Sasa kurudi huko. Karatasi ya yellow ilikuweko. Ikapatikana kama police ya B3. Sasa kurudi huko wale waliniita hiyo karatasi ikuwa wamebadilisha makaratasi. Nikasema mmebadilisha makaratasi ya mtoto wangu. Akanyamaza tu.
A section of Bungoma Street children have been forced out of the streets after allegations of crime around Bungoma town. The Bungoma town community policy team, together with police officers led by Chief Joseph Chengoli today, speaking exclusively to Maisha Television, say that the town is looking forward to rehabilitation of the children.
Jina mimi ni Joseph Chengoli, nikiwa sina chief wa Bungoma town location. Leo hii tarehe 12 ninajua vijana street boys, kuna rafiki yetu mmoja ambaye amejitolea kuwapea nafasi walale hapa ili tuone kwamba wale ambao wanalala hapa na wale ambao vijana wanataka. Sheria haijui wewe ni chokora ama si chokora. Wewe ni Mkenya, ni Mkenya. Ukifanya tabia mbaya unaandamwa kama Mkenya yote. Nikawaeleza kwamba jambo la kwanza ambalo nataka mfanye, hii kama mwanze kuaje pole pole. Mkifika kwa kwamba wanakuna gamu, mfanye usafi kabisa hapa. Niliona juzi hapa nikasema jika sinaanza kuingilia tena watu hapa. Mfanye usafi hali ya juu. Hata hii mambo ya maji nikasema mwenye landlord atengeneza sewage maji ipite vizuri. Tunataka kila mtoto atambue wazazi wake. Akishajua wazazi wake, wale wadogo waende shuleni wasome. If you are below 14 years, lazima utaenda tu shuleni kusoma. Sheria inasema kwamba mtoto yote ako below the years lazima apitie system ya kusoma, na serikali iko tayari kuwalipia hata school fees. Wale watu ambao wako wakubwa from 14, 15 maybe overgrow, wangetaka kufanya mambo ya technical course, mambo ya TVET. Tumepanga mpangilio mzuri. Waanze program ya kwanza ni wale ambao watafanya welding. Wale wengine watafanya mambo ya packing, kutengeneza mikate na kangumu. Wale wengine watafanya carpentry. Hiyo program iko on toes kabisa, tumeanzisha iko sawa. Tumejaribu kufanya mapping ya vijana na kuprofile watu wote. Tumechukua kila mtoto picha yake na picha zake na mahali penye ametoka. Tunaona ya kwamba kila mtu tunataka tuwape 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 months, tuone ya kwamba kila mtu tumejua anatoka wapi, na wale ambao hawana vitambulisho, wale ambao wamefika age, tutafanya tracing ya familia zao, waleta vitambulisho tuwatengenezee vitambulisho, na wale ambao wako under age ambao hawana vitambulisho wajafikia mwaka vitambulisho tutengenezee birth certificate. Hakuna street boy yote atakanyaka hapa hii town. Hata kuna group inajiita Youth for Christ ambayo mimi na patron wao. Niko napanga mkakati mzuri sana. Tutaona kwamba tunashikana na hao, kila kitu inaenda mzuri. Lakini wale wezi ambao wanaiba usiku, hata hatutaka tuwatafute mchana hata usiku. Tunajua tu kama ni anaitwa huyo mtukana huyo anaitwa nani huyo? Mnamjua? Huyo mwisi msiogopa ati mnasema na nini? Tunajua jina yake na mnasema tunamsaga mchana na kusaidiana na nyinyi wenyewe. Tunapeleka yeye jela. Tunaelewana vizuri? Yeah. Hakuna mtu mwisi mtaweka yeye hapa mwisi. Tukiona tu mwisi yako hapa hivi. Mnaona vile rungu zimekuja. Tutawapasua vichwa mpaka muone mbaya, lakini tutaka tuwapige nyinyi. Nyinyi mtaka mkae vizuri, tusaidiane, wale wesi tuwasake pole pole, waende jela. Wale ambao wanataka kwenda shuleni waende shuleni. Wale ambao wanataka kusoma wasome. Ama sio sawa?
Mwani, unaonaje hiyo operation ya community police?
Richard Branson has won the foot race among billionaires to blast off into space. Branson, 70 years, and a crew of 3 others briefly achieved weightlessness on a Sunday after his Virgin Galactic Unity 22 craft took off from the Spaceport America facility in Truth or Consequences in New Mexico.
Richard Branson became the first person to ride into space aboard a rocket he helped fund. the supersonic space plane developed by his company Virgin Galactic roared into the sky over New Mexico early Sunday, carrying Branson and 3 fellow crew members. Branson, along with Virgin Galactic employees Beth Moses, Colin Bennett and Sirisha Bandler, and pilots Dave McKay and Michael Masucci, boarded the spaceship 2, a winged plane with a single rocket motor that the company had spent nearly 2 decades developing before the crack of dawn. Attached beneath its massive twin fuselage mothership dubbed White Knight 2, the vehicle took to the skies at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time and climbed to about 50,000 feet in the air. Just after 9:15 in the morning, the spaceship 2 detached from its mothership and dropped momentarily before its engine screamed to life and the vehicle swooped upward.
For the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do. Hey!
On board, the passengers experienced up to 3 Gs of force from the burst's extreme acceleration and watched the blue sky fade into the star-speckled darkness of outer space. At the top of the flight path, more than 50 miles high, the vehicle was suspended in weightlessness for a few minutes, allowing the passengers to enjoy panoramic views of the Earth and space as Spaceship 2 flipped onto its belly. It then deployed its feathering system, which cast the plane's wings upward, mimicking the shape of a badminton shuttlecock, to turn the spaceship rightward as it flew back into the Earth's thick atmosphere and glided back down to a runway in
Everything I dreamt about since I was a kid came true and more today. And we'll be in space! Excuse us.
Yes, you got those wings. I have to say the messages from India, and especially of young women that didn't even see that this was an opportunity that they could chase, has been incredible.
This morning to find Elon in my kitchen at 3 o'clock. As a kid myself, when I saw the moon landing, I was...
Reporting for Maisha TV, I'm Bushabi Jr.
Ringworms and bilharzia infections among school-going children in Homa Bay County could be a thing of the past after the National Institute launch that will see school-going children take medicated porridge to help reduce the infections. Let's have a look.
So the trial that we are doing right now here is the 3rd one. And in this one we are doing a comparison whereby we are comparing it with the current drug that is being used for deworming, which is prosecuted PCQ for schistosomiasis. This area is really heavily infested with schistosomiasis. And we thought this will be the best, whereby we could get a better result on this particular innovation. So we are here right now, and so far what you have seen actually is the first evaluation is really very good. And with that particular, all those results that we are getting, we think we can now boldly say that this particular innovation may be a game changer in terms of national school deworming program. It's actually a community initiative, a community idea, because there have been communities who have been deworming their kids using herbal medications.
We came in to look for local solutions to local problems, and bilharzia is a local problem which has been endemic, or rather it has been with us for a long time. And when we look back, we know our forefathers or the people, our parents, had solutions for this local problem.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have your company throughout the bulletin. That's all you had for Maisha Prime. My name is Rida Chebed Kerini. Have a good night.